Hello ladies and gents, let's talk about Venom. Absolutely obliterating the box office, but this is not an endorsement from me. I've not seen it. Okay, I've not seen it. People always think that me discussing the box office is seemingly an endorsement. It's not. And whenever I say... So like I did videos yesterday on James Bond, No Time to Die, smashing the box office, and people were like, yeah, but it's not a success. I'm like, no, I'm not saying it's a success. It's not. And I think it will struggle to make any actual money. But it's good for the industry. And this is an interesting one, because I thought we would compare it. I don't think anyone thought Venom Let There Be Carnage, so the follow-up to Venom, would do more opening weekend than the first Venom did. Like, what? First Venom did like 80 million opening weekend in the domestic, so the US markets. This one has done $90 million opening weekend, but it's getting the same flack that the first one did. And I just thought we'd cover it because I find it fascinating stuff. Just interesting. It's just an interesting observation. So let's take a look at the news first, right? And then we'll look at some sort of comparisons, I guess, between the two of them and what people are saying and that sort of vibe anyway. But the general rule of thumb, just if you are wondering, from what I can see, because I've not seen it, but from what I can see is if you enjoyed the first one, despite its flaws, which is definitely a flawed movie, you will like this one as well, because it is more of the same, essentially, is what people are saying. So that's like my rough overview of it. Side note, just before we do get started in this video, this interesting discussion, ladies and gents, I do have a second channel, and I'd love you guys to head on over there. It is linked in the description box. It is vlogs, it is cars, I'll be going to track days, working with companies, etc. I think you guys will really enjoy it. There's some very exciting stuff happening on that channel coming up very, very soon, and I'd love you guys to be a part of it. So please do check it out, okay? I haven't done a video, like exclusively, just to sort of discuss it yet, but I'd love you guys to head on over there, okay? Because coming up soon, some really, really cool stuff happening. So check it out. Anyway, let's dive into it, right? Again, $90 million opening weekend, when everyone has consistently said, this is one of the things to take into account here, everyone has consistently said, not everyone, but most people have consistently said, movie theatres are dead. They're dead, they're dead, COVID's killed it, streaming, it's the winner. No. You give people the only option to watch your movie in a theatre, $90 million. Yeah, no, it's fine. Movies are not dead. The industry is not dead. And by the way, there are people saying, well, it's crap that these movies are doing well because it shows that, you know, studios can just make garbage. I do agree with that premise. But then conversely to that, the opposing argument would be, well, if these movies do well, still, a studio will take risks on other things because they become financially viable. Whereas what most studios will do, if these movies don't do well, they will go unequivocally with the safest of bets. They will take no risks at all. At the very least, when these big movies do well, what are considered to be big movies, studios will take risks moving forwards because they can afford to. So let's take a look. Right, Sunday AM final with a chart. Sony, which has been overly cautious and conservative in its projections for Venom Let There Be Carnage, always had a hit on their hands. The Marvel sequel easily scored the best domestic opening to the box office with $90.1 million, exceeding the previous pandemic US-Canada debut of Black Widow, which was $80.8 million. Not only that, but the Sony Marvel movie exceeded the original 2018 title's opening of $80.2 million by 12%, which is crazy. That's amazing for a sequel to best its first chapter's gross during the pandemic. Yeah, it's madness. It's madness. I expect the meme of like "This is Sparta" to just come in here now, don't I? But it is madness. Absolute madness. Even though Sony has sent movies straight to streamers to financially survive during the pandemic, when it comes to whatever titles they're releasing in theatres, they're bullish about the theatrical window. Venom 2 is in a win for them. Or is a win for them and the industry in regards to that business philosophy. Black Widow went day and date in cinemas on Disney Plus Premier PVOD tier. And that's the thing. You give people the only option to watch something, you know, on, well, in theatres, should I say, sorry. They're going to do it. They're going to look at that and go, well, I've only got one option. So I'm just going to go to the theatre and watch it, if you were so inclined to watch it in the first place. For us, and this is Sony president anyway, for us, Sony Venom Let There Be Carnage absolutely validates our exclusive theatrical window strategy. If you look at the history of theatrical, the obituaries have been written many times and they've always been wrong. We had confidence in the theatrical experience, confidence in our big valuable IP, and took full advantage and had the patience to weather all of this. That strategy is paying off, which we're happy about. It's a nice validation of the theatrical strategy. I agree, but I also disagree. You definitely didn't have confidence because you kept moving the goddamn title. You only had confidence, actually, after Shang-Chi's opening weekend. And then you're like, oh, we're going to open it 1st of October. Ah. Alright, sure, whatever. Venom 2 is opening here in the US and Canada, while the highest that we've seen during the pandemic is the second best ever for the month of October. That's the other thing. It's done gangbusters even for October. Mental. And that was actually behind Joker with $96.2 million, thus confirming once again that it doesn't matter when you release something, people want to go and watch it. Studios, stop acting like a month. You know, let's stop thinking like a particular calendar month has a herpes or something like that. You can't go near it. Like, seriously, it's fine. You can drop something down. It's not a big deal. It'll be fine. If the movie's good, it'll be fine. This has now proven it once again. Come on. Get with it. Now, there's lots of self-congratulatory bollocks coming through here. You know, you got beamed Tom Rothman, chairman and CEO Sony Pictures Motion Picture Group. We're so grateful for Tom, Andy and Kelly and all of the many gifted contributors who made such a unique and fun film. We're also pleased that patience and theatrical exclusivity have been rewarded with record results. With apologies to Mr. Twain, the death of movies has been greatly exaggerated. Yep, sure, fine, whatever. Good though, like it is actually good. Now, I think to me, what will be interesting, and just before we sort of move on to its comparative to the first Venom, we now have a margin to work with. $90.1 million opening weekend. James Bond comes there soon. And I tell you what, MGM will be looking at this and going, right, well, we need to beat that, surely. We must, like, you would think, bearing in mind, obviously, let's remove all the negativity about James Bond, right, No Time to Die. MGM will be looking at this and thinking, oh yeah, of course we can beat Venom. We're James Bond. No, you can't. And no, you probably won't. Because your movie's not that great and it's been mired in crap. But I thought what would be interesting is to take a look at Aziz, which is Venom Let There Be Carnage. The Rotten Tomatoes score, basically. So we've got 58%. The critic score. Now, bear in mind, this is not a validation of Rotten Tomatoes. I don't like Rotten Tomatoes. I don't think it's very good, but it gives you a idea. It gives you a census. That's all it is. It's just a brief census. It's spot picking certain communities and what they think of stuff. And if you're doing it like for like comparison, which I am here, it's more than a valuable tool to use, right? You've got 85% audience score with 5,000 plus verified ratings and only a 58% on the critic score. Now, when you're looking at it, it's only released in certain markets, Venom Let There Be Carnage. It's only got 85% from 5,000 verified scores. The original Venom only has 82%, which we can look at right here. Or 81%, sorry. And that is 25,000 verified ratings. It is my absolute belief, I'm going to go out on a limb, it's my absolute belief that Venom Let There Be Carnage will absolutely have a much, much lower score than Venom in the long run. I think both from critics, potentially, it's like 58, isn't it? 58%. And also from the audience. I mean, the audience scores, it's 81% here. This is only at 85, and it's only from 5,000 verified ratings. I cannot imagine that this is going to stay this high. I don't think it's going to raise. I think it's going to lower. And the tomato meter for the critics, I think, will definitely go down. But what does this mean? Like, what are we looking at here in terms of the movie itself? Anyway, like, if we're looking at it in terms of what people are saying, most people are saying it's a bad film, but I enjoyed it. And that was actually, that was genuinely my review of Venom 1. Was basically, it's like McDonald's. I know it's shit, but I still don't mind it every now and then. I would never go back and watch the original Venom. I've got no interest in it at all. It's a crap film, but I enjoyed it. It's entertaining enough. And it's something which you could consider a B movie. It's a B movie on like a blockbuster scale, which is mental to think. Sony, what are you doing? But clearly it proved beneficial in that regard. And I think Venom Let There Be Carnage is going to be much the same. Oh my god, the comments coming out on my video yesterday, it's shit, it's this, it's crap, blah, 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 blah. And it was exactly the same with the original Venom. But a little bit worse, I would say, for Venom Let There Be Carnage. And I do think, look, it scored 90.1 million opening weekend. That is going to drop off a cliff next week. It is going to drop off a cliff. I can't imagine. It will struggle to hit 45 million next week. It will massively struggle to hit 45 million. Personally, that's my hot prediction anyway. So will it hit the 850 million worldwide that the original did? No, I don't think it will. I think it will genuinely struggle. I don't think that this is a movie that we can, consider to be anywhere near the original's sort of profitability rating. But Sony will still look at this as positivity. Hitting 90.1 million opening weekend with other markets to open up. I think it will do reasonably well. Maybe 500 million, maybe 600 million worldwide. So it's going to do all right. But there you go, ladies and gents. Thought we'd just break this down, have a quick discussion about it. What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comment section if you're new here. Please do hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the bell notifications, turn them on. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. H Reviews. Cheers, guys. Take care.